Dante's Inferno, Canto 3.
Through me the way to the city of woe, through me the way into eternal pain, through me the way among the lost. Justice moved my maker on high, divine power made me, wisdom supreme and primal love. Before me nothing was but things eternal, and I endure eternally, abandon all hope, you who enter here.
These words, dark in hue, I saw inscribed over an archway, and then I said, Master, for me their meaning is hard, and he, as one who understood.
Here you must banish all distrust. Here must all cowardice be slain. We have come to where I said you would see the miserable sinners who have lost the good of the intellect.
And after he had put his hand on mine, with a reassuring look that gave me comfort, he led me toward things unknown to man. Now, sighs, loud wailing, lamentation resounded through the starless air, so that I too began to weep. Unfamiliar tongues, horrendous accents, words of suffering, cries of rage, voices, loud and faint, the sound of slapping hands. All these made a tumult, always whirling in that black and timeless air, as sand is swirled in a whirlwind. And I, my head encircled by error, said, Master, what is this I hear, and what people are these so overcome by pain? And he to me,
This miserable state is borne by the wretched souls of those who lived, without disgrace yet without praise. They intermingle with that wicked band of angels, not rebellious and not faithful to God, who held themselves apart. Loath to impair its beauty, heaven cast them out, and depth of hell does not receive them, lest on their account the evil angels gloat.
and I, Master, what is so grievous to them, that they lament so bitterly? He replied,
I can tell you in few words. They have no hope of death, and their blind life is so abject that they are envious of every other lot. The world does not permit report of them. Mercy and justice hold them in contempt. Let us not speak of them. Look and pass by.
and I, all eyes, made out a whirling banner that ran so fast it seemed as though it never could find rest. Behind it came so long a file of people that I could not believe death had undone so many. After I recognized a few of these, I saw and knew the shade of him who, through cowardice, made the great refusal. At once, with certainty, I understood. This was that worthless crew, hateful alike to God and to his foes. These wretches, who never were alive, were naked and beset by stinging flies and wasps that made their faces stream with blood, which mingled with their tears, was gathered at their feet by loathsome worms. And then, fixing my gaze farther on, I saw souls standing on the shore of a wide river, and so I said, Master, permit me first to know who they are, and then what inner law makes them so eager for the crossing, or so it seems in this dim light. And he to me,
You shall know these things, but not before we stay our steps on the mournful shore of Acheron.
Then my eyes cast down with shame, fearing my words displeased him. I did not speak until we reached that stream, and now, coming toward us in a boat, an old man, his hair white with age, cried out, Woe unto you, you wicked souls! Give up all hope of ever seeing heaven. I come to take you to the other shore, into eternal darkness, into heat and chill. And you there, you living soul, move aside from these now dead. Oh, what he saw I did not move, he said,
"By another way, another port, not here. You'll come to shore and cross. A lighter ship must carry you."
And my leader,
Acheron, do not torment yourself. It is so willed, where will and power are one. And ask no more.
that stilled the shaggy jowls of the pilot of the livid marsh, about whose eyes burned wheels of flame. But those souls, naked and desolate, lost their color. With chattering teeth they heard his brutal words. They blasphemed God, their parents, the human race, the place, the time, the seed of their begetting, and their birth. Then, weeping bitterly, they drew together to the accursed shore that waits for every man who fears not God. Acheron, the demon, with eyes of glowing coals, beckons to them, herds them all aboard, striking anyone who slackens with his oar, just as in autumn the leaves fall away, one and then another, until the bough sees all its spoil upon the ground. So the wicked seed of Adam fling themselves one by one from shore at his signal, as does a falcon at its summons. Thus they depart over dark water, and before they have landed on the other side, another crowd has gathered on this shore.
My son,
Said the courteous master.
all those who die in the wrath of God assemble here from every land, and they are eager to cross the river, for the justice of God so spurs them on. Their very fear is turned to longing. No good soul ever crosses at this place. Thus, Acheron complains on your account. Now you can grasp the meaning of his words.
When he had ended, the gloomy plain shook with such force, the memory of my terror makes me again break out in sweat. From the weeping ground there sprang a wind, flaming with vermilion light, which overmastered all my senses, and I dropped like a man pulled down by sleep.